What is up guys, I'm back with another video, and with the recent release of the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus as well as the new iPad event coming probably sometime later this month, the hype is pretty much around Apple this time, and I think it's about time we do something to change that. So I've been working on this list for a while now, but it actually took a bit longer than I should have with actually creating the video and uploading it. So in that time, Apple has released the iPhone 6 and it basically rendered most of the items on my list invalid. So I had to go ahead and create a new list, but without any further ado, here are 7 things that iPhones still can't do. So the first one, number 1, we have custom launchers. So if you're used to iOS, you know that the launcher is basically swiping left or right and choosing the desired application. And it's been like that ever since the release of iOS, and even with the major visual overhaul that iOS 7 brought to the table, it's still basically swiping left or right and selecting a desired application. With Android, however, there are lots of custom launchers out there to basically customize your phone to be anything you want it to be. So there's Nova Launcher, Aviate Launcher, the Google Experience Launcher, and a lot of other different launchers out there, and you can actually download a launcher to look exactly like iOS, or even download a launcher to look exactly like Windows Phone, and the possibilities are basically endless. Whatever you'd like to do with your Android phone, you can do it with a custom launcher. So if you want it to look like the most weirdest futuristic phone with some really intense 3D animations, all of that is possible with a custom launcher. And this is something that I don't think iOS will adopt anytime soon. So I think this is an area where Android has a huge advantage over iOS and iPhones. Secondly, number 2, we have unlock methods. Ever since the original iPhone, the main unlock method was swiping left to right to unlock, or as you know it, slide to unlock. And the only other option here, or the only layer of security, was the passcode. So you swipe left to right to unlock the phone, enter your passcode, and you're greeted with the home screen. It has been like that from the original iPhone all the way up to the iPhone 5. However, when the 5S was launched, we got the new Touch ID sensor, which added a new layer of security. So now we have swiping left to right to unlock, entering our passcode, or using our fingerprint. And I have to admit, the fingerprint was extremely convenient, just being able to rest your finger on the fingerprint scanner and just be greeted with the home screen. However, there are a lot more unlock methods with Android. With Android, we can use slide to unlock, pattern unlock, gesture unlock, face unlock, and even take our entire lock screen off, so as soon as we press the power button, we are at the home screen. And these make it much easier for individuals to customize their phone to operate just how they want it. So maybe a passcode might be a bit too tedious for you to enter every single time, so then you can just simply set up a gesture unlock, so you draw a gesture every single time and your phone is unlocked, and you still have that added layer of security. Thirdly, number 3, we have NFC. So of course this was on the list before, and then Apple went ahead and released the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus with NFC functionality. This NFC functionality, however, in the 6 and 6 Plus is only limited to Apple Pay. So you still don't have the ability to touch 2 phones together and share maybe a web page or an image, or basically anything you're looking at on your screen. And while they made fun of it in one of the keynotes, I can't remember which one exactly, but when they released AirDrop, they made a substantial amount of fun of NFC, laughing at the people who touch their phones together while AirDrop can just simply touch and anyone in your vicinity can receive a file. But they went ahead and included NFC in the iPhone 6, and there still isn't the functionality to use NFC tags or to touch 2 phones together, or even pair Bluetooth speakers or anything with your phone using NFC. And this is a huge downside for the iPhone 6, and it's still something that Android has a huge advantage over iOS with. Fourth on the list, we have wireless charging. I've already covered wireless charging in a previous video I did with the top 5 accessories for Android smartphones. I'll leave an annotation somewhere around. But wireless charging is basically the ability to rest your phone on a wireless charging pad and it begins charging. This takes all the hassle out of charging your phone. So just imagine walking home, sitting at your desk, resting your phone down, doing what you have to do, and then you look at it and the battery is full. That is extremely convenient. I can't even stress how convenient that might be. And it's something you don't know how much you'd want it unless you actually experience it. This is something iPhones have never been able to do. And honestly, I don't think they will be able to do it anytime soon. But there are third-party cases you can buy or chargers that give it this functionality, but it utilizes the Lightning port. However, with Android, you rest your phone on the charging pad and that's it. No additional accessories, no additional cases or anything. Do keep in mind, however, that not all Android phones come with wireless charging built in. That being said though, it's still something that iPhones still can do, at least not out of the box. Following along the lines of convenience, coming in at number 5, we have LED notifications. This is something again that iPhones have never been able to do, and something that I also don't see them including anytime in the near future. But having LED notifications is extremely convenient. Just like the way wireless charging is convenient, LED notifications make it much easier to see what notification you have without actually walking over to your phone and picking it up. So of course, if your phone is in your hand, it's not much of a difference since you can actually just turn it on and see whichever notification just came in. But let's say your phone is across the room and you get a notification, you can just look at your phone, see what color the LED is flashing, and you instantly know whether it's important and you need to go get your phone, or whether you can just leave it there and do what you're doing. And for all the iPhone users, whenever you get a notification, you do have to go and manually press the home button or the power button to see what notification that was. Coming in at number 6, we have the 15-minute grace period for the Google Play Store. So let's say you have an iPhone and you purchase an app for $4.99. And you open the app only to realize that it doesn't do exactly what it claimed it would be doing, or it just isn't performing as you thought it would. You're basically stuck and out $4.99, and the most you can do is leave a bad rating on the App Store. If you have an Android phone, however, and you download an app for $4.99, only to realize that it doesn't do exactly what it claimed it would be doing, or it doesn't perform as it should, you can actually go within 15 minutes of the purchase and just click the refund button and get a full refund, no questions asked. I've actually heard that this window was increased from 15 minutes all the way up to 2 hours, but I'm not exactly sure, so if you are sure, feel free to let me know in the comments. But this is another area where Android has the huge advantage. So even though the App Store has more apps than the Google Play Store, this is a huge advantage that the Google Play Store still has over the iTunes App Store. Coming in at number 7, we have the ability to set default apps. So if you have an iPhone and you download the Google Chrome browser and you actually happen to like it more than Safari, there's no way to set this browser as your default browser. No matter where you open a link, it will always open in Safari. And this is the same for messaging or the dialer app, or basically any app where there's a third-party alternative, excluding the keyboards. And third-party keyboards were only introduced in iOS 8. So before iOS 8, third-party keyboards weren't even a possibility. With Android, on the other hand, you can set basically any third-party app to be the default application for that purpose. So you can set a third-party messaging app, a third-party dialer, a third-party launcher, even a third-party camera, and basically the possibilities are endless. So basically once there's a third-party alternative, you can set that as the default app, and whatever purpose the application serves, it will open in the third-party application. And as a bonus, we have the ability to use custom lock screens. So for example, I'm currently using a lock screen called AC Display. It's free on the Play Store, and you basically download it and just set it as your default lock screen, and what it does is basically shows you your notifications at a glance. And this is another area where the possibilities are basically endless with Android. There are many lock screens available on the Google Play Store, and it's as easy as just downloading one, setting it as your default lock screen, and just trying it out to see whatever suits your specific needs. This is another area where Android has a huge advantage over iOS, and the only way to probably get something close to this functionality on iOS is if you have a jailbroken device. And to do this on Android, you don't need root or anything. It's as simple as just downloading one and trying it out. No root required, no custom ROM, no special features. Out of the box, you can download a custom lock screen and try it out with no hassle. So that's been it. And if you take a look right below this video, you'll see a thumbs down button. And if you look right next to that, you'll see a thumbs up button. So feel free to hit that if you like this video. And if you're not a subscriber already, feel free to hit that subscribe button also if you'd like to see more videos like this. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.